Hello everybody, Finley here, back again with another video. I'm doing audio only for this video as my phone is kind of in not a good condition for me to record, so I'm doing a audio only video. But in today's video I will be talking about the reveal of the 5th Reiwa Kamen Rider Gotchard, or Kamen Rider Gotchard, depending on what you want to call it. So in this video, I will basically be talking about like the plot that came out, as well as the suit, the belt, and the gimmicks, and then just voice my own personal opinions. So Kamen Rider Geats is slowly starting to wrap up, whereas, well, not really whereas, but which means the start of a new Kamen Rider, and that Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider Gotchard. So I will be talking about the suits. The suit for this video, the suit will be on screen now, hopefully, if I actually get around to doing some good editing for this. But overall, I like the suit. The suit is really, really cool. I like that there's a nice bit of light blue with the silver. The real thing that takes me out of it is the belt, but I will get onto that later. And the name of his base form is Steam Hopper, which is a train and a grasshopper. And it uses the Steamliner, or Streamliner, I'm not quite sure what the name of the card is, and the Hopper 1 Ride Chemi cards. A lot of people have been saying that the helmet looks a lot like Kamen Rider Ichigo, specifically when the top part of the visor is up. I have to agree with that. It is giving off that feeling. It is giving off that type of thing. I like that he also has a muffler as well, and the nice compound eyes that look like arrows are really, really cool. And he also has goggles, which he will be able to use for his rider kick. A magazine scan of that should be coming up now. Then we have Gotchard's Apereskibo form. This one, I think, just like the base form, I think looks really good. The red with the silver. I think a lot of these suits will have silver as like an accent colour, but the undersuit primarily is black. It still keeps the orange arrow eyes and is similar in the fact that it's got this little chest cavity, by the looks of it, that has some like exhaust in there, or mana, going by what the plot is saying. I don't quite know what the ride chemi cards are for this, so if anyone knows, please tell me, because that'll be really, really helpful for obviously this. But yeah, if I have to rank the suits, it will be Steam Hopper for number 1, and then Apeskibo for number 2. Next, I'm going to talk about the Gotchard driver. Now, the Gotchard driver, I don't like, and I still probably going to get it. Yes, because I think I have 4 out of the... No, I don't have the Revice driver. I have about 2 of the Reiwa belts, and I think they're fun. But yeah, I don't like the Gotchard driver because the orange of the belt just takes me out. It honestly just takes me out of the suit. I think it breaks it up a lot more when you could have gone for something a lot cleaner. I don't like the way the belt functions either, in which you have to pull out 2 little side panels in order to get the cards to mix. I think the usage of cards is actually kind of a cool idea, but something's just telling me it's going to be a pain in the ass to try and get those cards out. I like that the 2 cards make the helmet of the form. I think that's kind of a cool thing. So even though I don't like this belt, it still has some things that I think are really, really cool. Now I'm going to talk about the Ride Chemi cards, because I think that these are really, really cool. Because Gotchard is only the 4th Kamen Rider to use cards as like their main gimmick. And honestly, I think some of these are cool. So we have the Hopper 1 card, the Pilots card, the Skebos. I think that's a skateboard themed one. And then, but I think that makes one half of Apare Skibo. And then the Steamliner as well. But then there's a Samurai one, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce, but it's pronounced Apare Rebushido, which I think goes with Skebone to create that form. So, and just like the leaks that came out a couple like months ago, I think. The Mad Wheel card is honestly one of my favorite looking ones. That one looks really, really cool. But yeah, the way they will bring these out is through blind packs. So I look forward to maybe getting some of those. Then we have the Gotchard gun. A lot of these has like a lot of the arsenal for Gotchard have the words gotcha in it, and that will also be the catchphrase for the main character. But anyway, back to the gun. I think the gun is very basic. Like, we've had the Magnum Shooter 40X, which a lot of people say it's really good. I will jump on that train as well and say that it is a really good Toku weapon. But then you get to the Gotchard gun. It's basic, but then again, Gotchard's got a really basic suit. Even his drive is a lot more basic. So from that angle, I think it's really good. But as people like Hercules and others have been saying, it is something you would get from like a £1 shop or a Poundland or something. This is coming from obviously a British person, but for an American it would be like a dollar store or something. I like the yellow arrows on it. I think that's a really cool thing, and it looks like you might be able to load cards in, like the holder, like that maybe a button you press, the thing at the bottom opens and you can insert cards in there. But I don't really know for now. I'm going to talk about the poster a little bit, because I think that the poster of Kamen Gotchard is really, really cool. They also uploaded a video, which I'm actually not going to put in this video because I don't want to be stricken down by Toei. But I will talk about the poster for Kamen Rider Gotchard. Well, before I do that, I'm going to talk about the logo. The logo, it's good. It's good. Reminds me of Kamen Rider Drive's logo, as it's quite angular and has something like almost like coming towards you. So, yeah, the poster for Kamen Gotchard, I think looks really good. It fits in with the theme that they are going for, which is that, according to the plot, Kamen Rider Gotchard is a high schooler, and I have to say, like, that's an okay-ish plot. I mean, like, I've seen a majority of Kamen Rider Forze, and I think Forze is a really good Kamen Rider show. So I will be interested to see what Gotchard can bring, as it is a new high school Kamen Rider. So yeah, but obviously in the poster we can see like Gotchard covered by a whole bunch of Ride Chemi cards. And we also see his bike, which I think is a kind of a cool thing. And but by the looks of it, it looks like the name, like this was pointed out by Thomas Jujby in his video, which I will probably link somewhere, that the name of the bike might be Gold Dash. It's still like a really cool looking I think that it's still like a really cool looking bike, but but for some reason, I think I might be the first person to say this. It reminds me a lot of Kamen Rider Grease from Kamen Rider Build. Like, to me, I just get like the robot vibe from it from Kamen Rider Build. But really, nothing much to say about the poster. The main color's blue, and it focuses on like the roof of a high school. So now let's talk about the actual like plot of Kamen Rider Gotchard. So, just for the basics, Kamen Rider Gotchard is an upcoming Japanese tokusatsu drama in Toei Company's Kamen Rider series. It is the 5th series to debut in the Reiwa era, and the 38th overall. The series is scheduled to premiere on September 3rd, 2023, joining Osama Sentai King Oja in the Superhero Time lineup. After the finale of Kamen Rider Geats, and this is where I think it starts to lose me a lot more. The show's theme revolves around alchemy. Why? Gotchard doesn't really give me a like alchemy type feel. Let's talk more about production. Toei Company confirmed and filed the trademark for Gotchard on May 22nd, 2023. On July 3rd, 2023, a logo was trademarked. That logo will be up now. On July 21st, 2023, TV Asahi updated their website with a visual and crew announcement. On July 28th, Bandai showcased a DX Gotchard driver, new ride Chemicards, and Gotchard's Appare Skibo form. Okay, now is time that we talk about the story. I will read this and pick apart bits which I think are just like, come on, Toei. So, as it goes, alchemy is a pseudoscience that attempts to create gold from various different combinations. One experiment to do so artificially brings to life a race of creatures, and the story revolves around an era where these experiments were being conducted in secret. Now, I think that's a very interesting thing. Like maybe there's a secret group of alchemists out there, but obviously we'll have to see what happens when the show comes out, in which I will probably do a first episode review when Gotchard episode 1 comes out. So, in the story, the artificial life forms known as the chemis, made to imitate things that exist in the world, such as grasshoppers, trains, cars, pirates, anything, were created from the art of the best alchemy techniques. Each and every one of them were carefully stored in ride chemicards. That's the main gimmick. There's also a blank ride chemicard that got revealed, and it seems like those are going to be used quite a lot to take in the chemis, just by the looks of things. Each and every one of them were carefully stored in a ride chemicard until they were accidentally released all at once into the world. So, again, so it seems like a Blade type situation. For those who don't know, Blade could like seal the undead within a card and basically kind of use their power in a sense. So it seems like Gotchard will be able to do the exact same thing. Our main protagonist, Hotaro Ichinose, is entrusted with the Gotcha driver and the mission to recollect the chemis that have been released into the world. Some are well suited for human companionship, and if resonated with a good heart, Hotaro can fuse with them and transform into Kamen Rider Gotchard. However, those that are influenced by human malice, there is a danger of them birthing monsters known as the Amalgam, which is like amalgam or something, like an amalgamation of something. So maybe like the Amalgams can like kind of do what Gotchard's doing and use the powers of two chemis, but we'll have to see when the show comes out. And then it says that this is a story that explores the nature of good and evil, which are two sides of the same coin. will Gotchard be able to collect them all, so kind of like a Pokemon situation, or will he let his carelessness mark the destruction of the world? So, I think the plot there loses me. I'm not a big fan of this plot. I think it's very much. It seems like they're doing a much more kid-friendlier Kamen Rider for this year, but then again, Kamen Rider is a kid show. But it seems like they're going to Super Sentai levels for Kamen Rider Gotchard. We'll have to see what happens. So the staff for Kamen Rider Gotchard are Takahiro Okawa, who is a producer, Kaisuke Shibako, who is also a producer, and Yusuke Minato, who is also a producer. Then the director is Ryuta Tasaki, and the main writers are Keiichi Hasegawa and Hiroki Uchida. The composer for Kamen Rider Gotchard is Hiroshi Takagi. I hope I pronounced that right. And then the SFX director is Hiroshi Butsuda. And then the action director is Hirofumi Fukuzawa. I think that I have... So, I think... me trying to get words out. So, Keiichi Hasegawa did episodes of, like, Double, Ghost, Drive. Did he do Ghost? He did X-Aid, and he also did Saber, specifically the Cross Saber arc, which personally, like the Cross Saber episodes, which personally I think are some of Saber's better episodes. But yeah, honestly, I'll have to see what happens when Kamen Rider Gotchard debuts on September 3rd, but ultimately, it's just a thing of, finding out to see what happened. And for those who are interested, Gotchard will be showing up in Kamen Rider Geats, The Four Aces and the Black Fox, which is the summer movie for Kamen Rider Geats. So, yeah. I hope you guys liked watching this video on Kamen Rider Gotchard, and I really hoped that you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. So, yeah, see you guys.